Hey everyone, welcome back. So today I just want to have a look at drawing a little park. It's got some funny shapes in it, and I want to show you just by building off kind of these fundamental shapes like your rectangle, your circle, we can quickly get this done. Okay, so let's just define the area here we're going to draw. So I want to just put this part off, and then maybe just draw this fence here. Okay, so this is the area we want to complete here, just above this fence. So you can see it's got this kind of funny playground shapes, paths between them, and we want to use our fundamental shape, so like the rectangle, to draw this. Let's use the circle to draw these. And then this guy over here, probably just quickly get this part done with a rectangle. There. Now, let's get the paths drawn. So I'm just going to try and pick the right kind of width. And we're just drawing everything kind of over each other, and we'll come back and clean it up. Okay. So now what I want to do is just draw the edges of the path with this step symbol. Because then I'll be able to join all the step symbols up together. Okay, so I've drawn all the outsides of the paths with steps, so I can now get rid of the paths. What did they do for me? Well, they gave me the fixed width, and they made sure that the lines on either side were parallel. Okay, so now we have a bit of a mess, and it's time to start cleaning it up. So obviously these circles, I'm going to have to cut them and then join them up. So when joining up, just try and make sure that the X and the square are more or less on top of each other. I have one over here as well, so before joining, which will join both sides, I want to make sure that I fix this side and this side over here. And now we've joined up those circles and ended up with this funny shape. Let's cut the circle again where it's intersecting with the paths. We'll just drag this back. And finally cut it over here. Again, drag this back. And join them up. And there we go. We're starting to get this complicated shape, but we haven't drawn anything really ourselves. We're just building off circles, rectangles, and Of course, using the path symbol to give us this fixed width parallel lines. So we need to keep going with this. I can actually select both lines at once and then tidy it up and then join. So we'll keep going. There's quite a bit of this to do. And then we're back to two circles. So we're going to want to cut both the circles and then join them up. Now we're already over to our rectangle. Cut. And obviously you get pretty fast at this when you have practiced it. Okay, and we're missing one over here. The final edge. Okay, so this is a little bit messy now because this is the same edge. So I just wanted to drag this. This was up here. I wanted to drag it back just so I can cut the part that I want from the circle. And then we'll bring it back to where it was. And over here. Missing one final piece. And again, because we've got now the same line crossing over itself, cutting becomes a little bit more challenging. And we just drag things out of the way temporarily to allow us to cut and then bring it back. Let's have a look here. I'm not really sure what shape this is, but let's just imagine, for the sake of example, that it's a circle. Something like this. I'm guessing the other side will be the same size. Okay, so then we would want to cut this part of the rectangle, cut this part of the circle, and join. And finally, join this part of the circle to what used to be a path. Right. And as you can see now, this complicated shape has been drawn without too much struggle. Everything that should be parallel is parallel, the opposite sides of the path. All these paths, they have a fixed width as well because I made use of the path symbol and then drew steps on the sides of them. These circular areas are perfectly circled because I made use of the circle drawing tool. And again, over here, these edges are parallel because we drew them with a rectangle. This area down here was originally a rectangle. Now it's a funky little shape. So this complicated shape was actually really easy to draw in the end. So I hope that was helpful. If you liked the video, please give it a like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.